is challenging. So if I'm here, I don't do everything right, and then Caleb doesn't like that my legs are in the way, because then he can't pass the guard, he's gonna throw him to the side. We all do this, and like amnesia patients, we're like thinking this will stop somehow Caleb from passing. Okay? And does it ever? No, it never does. But we do it every single time. Okay? Especially at the lower levels. Now I want to ask people who lift here, is this ever a good way to like squat or deadlift? No, my spine is twisted. So why do we do this? We somehow think our arms are going to stop the pass. They never will. So what we're going to do instead of doing something crazy, we're going to go with the legs, and you'll find that this is going to make your legs a little easier. So remember we talked about always keeping our elbows and our knees connected? Caleb goes to throw my legs and keep my elbows and my knees connected. If it's MMA, I'll cover here. Okay, for no-gi grappling or even the gi, I'll hold my own knee. Now he's not going to throw his legs and stare at me. He's going to throw his legs and try to re-engage. So I'm going to shoulder stand up high with my hips and then re-guard. Okay? What I'm doing is a rocking shoulder shorts like a modified Granby. So when I go here, toes to the floor, hips up high. You'll notice I'm not rolling over my neck. I'm basically stripping my hips to the ceiling. And if you're not super mobile, you can put your hand underneath your hip and make a little kickstand, and then rock shoulder to shoulder. Okay? Then you're going to reconnect with whatever is available to you. You can make hooks, you can put posts on the hips, you can go back to close guard. It's really just your preference. Depends on how he's passing. Okay? So we can start to throw my legs. Or if this is more your game, that's fine too. It's whatever guard preference you have. But you must make some sort of connection. Okay? Does that make sense to you? So this looks fancier than it is, it really isn't. Okay? But the key is that you must get your feet close to you. If your feet are further away, it's really hard. Get your feet close to you, and then use both your feet if you're newer to shrink your hinge your butt to the ceiling. So you see how my spine is still straight though. Put your hand underneath, you're just going to rock shoulder to shoulder. Then you can start engaging and making hooks. Once you get your legs involved, then you can start using your hands. Okay? I usually try to tripod feet right off of this. You want to give this one a try? So you can build it on the first drill we did, or you can just do this by yourself. This is a great one to start. I love this one. This is a great beginner drill. Questions? Does anyone need to see it again? I'll take this an overwhelming silence. No, excellent. The bad guy up top. Again, I don't want to just pull the leg and just sit there. Okay? I'm going to actually, like any of the things here is like I'm doing arm drag, I'm actually going to drag. If I get it here, I'm going to do like the pull, but she can still bite downward, and that knowledge you can stuff down solo over top. Exactly. So I created like a shelf for her to frame off of. I'm not just going to be like, get your leg. Or even for beginners, sometimes they'll just pull your leg. You're going to do the same thing, so put all your weight in my hands. Yeah, that's what over top. That's what beginner too. Just like, I just pull your leg. I actually started passing with that, like, don't just lift the person up and then just go. I do that sometimes for fun. But you need to know how to get around it. So just make sure that you're giving your partner the right feedback. But now I want you to go is add all the everything we just did back into the first drill. So we're going to start. Connection. I can go side to side, forward. If I throw the legs. Oh, there we go. If I throw one leg, swivel, swivel. There we go. If I throw both. Yeah. But now for those guys who are blue belts and above, re-guard into a guard that you would like to attack from. So you can start thinking about destabilizing your opponent right away. Okay? That's something you want to think of. So once you re-guard, try to destabilize your opponent right away. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, let's add to everything we just did. Ready, see? Have my heel hips. People try to get under my legs right away, and this is like super, this is not fun. So just to build a little bit of leg dexterity, we're going to go more into this when we're doing passing on the knees and stack passing on the knees. This is super legit. So as soon as the heel goes underneath my legs, I need to start pummeling my foot, and I try to extracting it. Okay, if I let him get underneath my heels, I'm kind of screwed, because this is not really a strong position. So I need to feel the moment when he puts where, yeah, I need to extract it. And that's what I usually will hold my own knee, and I'll start making hooks underneath instead. Okay? Just something to think about. So you gotta feel that moment when someone brings their hips forward, because he doesn't like this. He's gonna bring his hips forward, so yeah, I don't like that. Okay, so I need to have one post on, I'm guessing. You still need some sort of contact. You can't just extract both legs. But as soon as you feel someone get their hips underneath it, you need to extract or pummel, okay, your foot off, start making hooks underneath the knee. And this is a great time to start looking for tripod sweeps, things like that, or if you guys like your leg entries, all that good stuff. Okay, but you gotta strong calves. So you want to know, feel the moment you feel that, extract it off, and then re-pummel it somewhere else. I like to hide my knee and hold my own knee, especially in no-gi, so that way I have this connection. I always go back to here if I'm playing prone. Just because I don't like separation. Because the moment you do separation, I just don't like doing that. So just something to think about. So let's add that to it. But to make it kind of fun today, so we're going to be set a timer, like a short timer. Yeah. 1 to 2 minutes. Yeah. Perfect. So we're going to play a game now. I just wanted to show that real quick. First on the bottom, I want you to maintain the open guard. Be like same side staple, a knee cut, etc. Still to this very day, very common passing. You have to know how to deal with it. So we're going to start with feet on the hips, just for the sake of the drill. You can start with butterfly hooks if you want, but you're going to record the body lock passing if you do that. So let's just talk about overload passing. So Caleb's going to do over the legs, I don't care how. Just the first drill we're going to do is as soon as he does, I want to catch it early, I want to immediately make my knee shield. Now you'll notice how high my knee shield is. This is specifically because in no-gi, if you're doing this garbage, we sometimes refer to this as the freebie yoga. So let's not do that one. So my knee is up high because that's when he's going to be strongest, because he wants to initiate some chest pressure. So I need to put on that. Now you see I'm crunched up. If my body is crunched up, I really don't have a lot of leverage. So I'm going to open my back to put my spine in extension. You see how it's harder for me to reach my head? Now because it's harder for me to reach my head, now I can extract that bottom leg. I'm going to push, pull, extract, and go back. Now, you'll notice I'm already starting to grab his wrists. Like I said, I like to attack on the knee guard. Because if you attack on the regard, the person is not thinking about defending themselves, they're thinking about passing. Okay, other side. He goes to staple my leg to the floor. I immediately insert my knee to the center of his chest. I'm flexing my foot here, making sure my ankle is headed. I'm driving through my posterior chain. Now see I'm crunched up, that's not good. Extend your back away. I'm already way stronger.
Feels way worse for me.
Yeah, exactly. You would probably disengage.
Right. I lost the battle at this point.
Yeah, because now I'm using my femur to create that space. Now I'm going to extract the bottom leg and then go back. Okay? And we'll talk about what to do with the hands afterwards, but I just want to make sure that we're getting the structure, and we'll talk about it for a little late. So this is early. And we recognize they start to staple our leg, or immediately insert into the shoulder. Okay? Does anyone need to see it again?
Are you putting your weight on your foot?
I'm putting my weight on the knee.
Okay.
So my foot is heavy.
Yes.
So what it is that most of my weight is driving from here to here.
Okay.
So it's not really a cross. Would you say that's about accurate? It's driving from here. So I'm driving with my glute and kind of pushing into him a little bit, but I'm keeping my heel, all of this at a 90-degree angle, because I don't want this heel to come to my butt. So if my foot is relaxed here, you'll find it's harder to engage from here. If I flex my foot, it's almost like doing like a tie shield for those guys who do striking, just like you're checking a kick. Okay?
I'd like to be able to move her knee, but she puts the weight on and I can't.
Yeah, because especially once you start to drive and open your back, now all of this is a nice straight line. Now you're using the structure of your bones, and that's going to feel a lot stronger. Okay? And I like to, if I'm early, I'm going to grab his elbow right away. Because he wants that underhook, but that's okay. I'm just going to like C-clamp his elbow essentially. I'm extending my back. Now when I get this foot back in, I'm going to bring my knee on top. And I'm just putting downward pressure. You can go for omoplata, but I'm just threatening that straight arm lock because I want him to bend his arm. So once he bends his arm, I feed it into here to a 2-on-1 structure. So I'm pulling right behind the elbow and I'm pushing in with my wrist. You can go palm down or palm up, it's preference. What I like about this structure is that one, it makes it harder for him to pass me down. But two, I have back exposure. If for some reason he starts to posture up, the sweep is super easy on this side. It's pretty much easy. Okay, anyone can do it. Okay, even with a dead person. Okay, so what's good? So it's very important. But the reason why it works is because if I don't threaten this arm lock first, he's not going to bend his arm. He's going to keep fighting with his underhook. So I'm extending, coming through, and then I threaten this. Yeah. Now I think it turns this way. This is why you get omoplata in play.
I know.
Okay. But if he so he's going to bend it and give me omoplata. Most people want to hide their arm, so they give me 2-on-1 structure. I love this because now I have the back. Or if they posture up, okay? And I like the 2-on-1 because like I'll even do it if I just want to just slow down. Okay? But I just wanted to show what I was doing with my hands. That made a little more sense with the hands, so I'm doing that C-clamp. Knee goes over the elbow just to get them to bend the then I get the sword hold. Right? From there, you got back exposure or a really easy sweep if they posture up, or if they bend it the other way, just more or a lot of this way. Okay? Let's add that, and then we'll talk about it more later afterwards. Right? Once he cut, and he wants to pass me. See, he's already doing it. Where's his head? Do a good pass, kid. You're so good.
Depends on the day.
Yeah. See, okay, so this is crossbody. Why is it called crossbody? Because there's a crossbody body. So do it again. I'm gonna watch Caleb's head. Do it again. All the way through. I don't care which one. I'm not gonna resist. That's right. Now, this is what everyone does when they start stopping people from passing. You're gonna hold your leg and see if that stops you. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Remember we talked about this earlier from standing? Why do we always frame on the hips when the moment he gets chest to chest and his head gets past that line, he's gonna pass my guard anyway? So where should we actually frame if we can't get our knees inside right away? On his head. On his head. Because if I frame here,
That's a problem.
yeah, you don't like that.
No.
Notice I'm not trying to push him, and I'm framing with my humerus, so like I'm not framing across my forearm, and I want to monitor this hand. Now you can grab, but I like doing a little cat paw and just kind of follow it, because that way I'm not using as much strength. And I can even put my elbow on the ground to create like a little kickstand. Now I have my frame on his head and his wrist. Now I'm going to shrimp to make space, to make enough space to insert my knee. Now as soon as I open my back, I grab the elbow. Oh, look, what does this look like? Something we just did. And like I said, just the threat of this changes the game. Now, I don't tap people with this, I'll be completely honest. But I will tell you what they will move their arm. That's what I want.
I'm not thinking about passing anymore.
Exactly. So instead of trying to frame on the hips while someone's passing, let's frame on the head. Okay? And this could be the same thing for a same side pass, exactly the same. I don't want to frame like here. I want to frame here. Okay? I want to keep him parallel to me, not perpendicular. If this happens, even if I get half guard, he's gonna pass eventually. Okay?
I'm very, very happy if that happens.
Me too. When I'm on top.
Yeah.
But if I can get his head to the side,
No, I'm not.
no, this is where I want to keep Caleb. Okay? Now I can insert the knee, go back to the first one. And I like threatening that arm lock. You don't have to do that arm threat, but I think that makes a huge difference. Okay? So this is just if we're a little late and we can't get our knee shielded right away. We're going to frame on the head and then kind of cat paw the wrist to kind of follow to make sure that you can't anchor the results to me. Because if you can anchor me with that cross, basically the cross face, whether it's on the far side or near side, it's going to pass me right. Yeah. Okay. And that was like one of the best parts of being there. And I had everything. I had a whole leg up there, and all of a sudden he grabs my hand. It's so dumb. Now, you have to pass this way, right? You have to, but there's so much space that this kind of starts giving everything out of that. So other side. So what it basically is, the first thing you want to do is you have to bite. You have to bite and hang on the person to make them carry weight. Now I'm going to grab the hand and I'm going to turn the hand out. Now, because Caleb wants to turn the corner to get this on his shoulder and start stacking. So if I turn the hand out, this is putting his shoulder and elbow in weak range of motion. He cannot turn, I mean, he can turn the corner, it's not going to be good for him.
My hand will stay behind.
Exactly. So when he starts to stack, that's when it's going to give me to either re-guard, to the triangle, something else. It's so small, you guys can put this in a rolling later. But the big details, you must bite and hang on the hips. The moment the knee comes past 90 degrees, you already lost it. So let's just say like early is under your legs, that's early. But if he gets under, I want to bite, make that heavy, and as soon as I feel that that's heavy, now I can find the hand. Turn it out. Yeah, this time.
So you kind of laugh at that's cheating.
I like cheating.
But the thing is, like, I'm asking, so with this being legal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is.
Oh, 100%.
It's super illegal. I'm not grabbing his fingers, I'm grabbing his fingers.
Right.
Well, the reason why I'm grabbing the hand is I grab the wrist and you pull out the wrist.
Yeah.
But if I grab the hand, it's really hard for elbow to pull out. And I'm actually grabbing the knuckles harder because it's easier. Because if I got this with two big large hands, my hands can actually get around here. If I grab up here, it's